The Couch Live with A. Danae and April Clark Art.
Hey guys!
Hey!
Welcome back to another episode of The Couch Live.
Yes.
It is your girl, A. Danae.
And it's your girl, April Clark Art.
And we are in this thing, finna have a good ass show with y'all.
Yeah.
So make sure you tune in and stay tuned to get into the antics with us.
Yes, it's gonna be an awesome time. Just watch, look, and listen. That's all I gotta say.
Wait, watch, look.
Yes.
Listen.
Yes. Watch, look.
Get it together.
Watch, look. Watch, look.
Spirit fingers. Okay, without further ado, make sure you listen to us live every Thursday night at 7:30ish. And yeah, stay tuned. To The Couch Live. It's your girl, A. Danae.
And it's your girl, April Clark Art.
And we are in this thing. We have a wonderful show planned for you guys. Giving you some tea, some information, some juicy juice, all of that, you know. So April, how was your week, girl?
Ooh, it was less struggle.
Let's struggle.
But it was good nonetheless. I would say doing a couple new things at work. Same type of project, but seeing it in a new way. Working on a few personal projects. So recently switched over. Well, birthing a new thing.
Birthing a new thing.
So
cheers.
I would say foundations are good in the beginning, of course. So just cheersing off to a fresh new start, to success and prosperity and
love and happiness.
Yes.
All of that.
That's what's been new with me. What about you?
So, what's been new with me? Nothing. What did I do this week?
Yes, I believe so, but you ain't tell me though.
What?
A promotion?
What promotion?
Did you get a promotion at work?
That ain't no real promotion. If it don't come with money, it ain't a promotion.
It doesn't have to though. I don't think so.
I'm a project manager now.
I mean, that's cool.
So we finna see how this goes. They hired another black lady, so I was happy about that. And we supposed to go to lunch next week. So, cause she came in and I was like, but her title is manager. Mine wasn't. I wish my title would have been manager to do the same thing.
What you say? Product manager?
Project manager. But she's like manager of.
Okay.
So yeah. So that what I do this week?
That's a good one.
I had a calendar. I had a calendar full of stuff. Yes. What was it? So Monday. What was Monday? I feel like I did some shit this week and I don't remember none of it.
Oh, she has to go back to her phone, you guys.
My calendar. Because I don't believe that I did nothing. It ain't in this calendar, but I went out to, I went to the library. Me and Tyler going on a library tour. So that we can find a decent library that I can do my articles in and she can do her homework in.
Right.
Because so the library on King Drive.
No way.
Cluck City, baby.
No way.
First of all, it's as big as my apartment. And literally, my front door is the entrance. And then they got a kid side and an adult side. A cluck came in and apparently he come in there every day. He was in there, like we got out the car and he was like, ooh, I need to go back to school.
Oh Lord.
And I'm just like, oh my God. And then we go in, he comes in, plugs his charger up. They got one table, G, with chargers on it. And they was like, this is the priority charging table if you got something to plug in. So look here side on the other side. Library is literally the size of this apartment. And they got like a couple tables and the computers in the middle. He was sitting at the computers doing this. Like he was like tapping on the screen, trying to get hey. I don't know what the hell, who attention he was trying to get, but I was perturbed. And he kept doing it. Or he'd be like, then he got up, walked around, started tapping on the windows. It was just Cluck City. Then some lady came in there and lit it up. Oh. And her son, like the bathroom's right there too. Lit it up, her son like opened the bathroom door, walked in, and she like, I'm in the bathroom, what you do? He like, Ma, I'm ready to go. And she like, Ma, can kitchen next door. And I'm just like, oh my God. She like, get out the bathroom. So she in there lighting it up. It was just so much.
Oh.
But went to the library. And then yesterday, me and Tiffany went to Asian Outpost.
Okay.
Which was decent, but the lady was like, she was trying to rush us out. It was pissing me off. Like, it wasn't like we was sitting there not ordering. So they opened at 4.
Okay.
We got there maybe like 5:15. They trying to like rush us. Oh, do you want to hurry up and get da-da-da? You trying to rush us through? And then like she came, she was like, oh, you wanted to see a dessert menu. We wasn't even ready to like be done. And then so she gives us the dessert menu, and then she's like, she comes back like a few minutes later, snatches the menu, drops the check on the table.
What?
And then she don't come back to us no more. And so you thought that was gonna make us get up? We sat in there another hour. Like we could have been sitting there an hour with drink, cause you know how I drink when I. So I'm like, shoot, and it was $6 martinis. So you basically done fucked up. And we sat there anyway, bitch. And she would not come back to the table. So then this other lady came over there. I guess they wanted us to leave, but it wasn't like the restaurant was popping.
They want us to go home. That's why.
They just opened.
But what time do they leave? I mean, what time do they close?
They don't close until late. Like it was only, you know, I ain't staying out nowhere late. We just went for dinner to like catch up.
So that's rude. You know why? How young were they?
Maybe like a little, like our age maybe, or a little younger.
I believe they're younger, and I believe they had a. People so petty, yo. They just want to not do nothing at work. They want to have their space.
People were coming in, and then like people could. So it was crazy because so when we came in, it was nobody in there. It was literally us. We ordered I ordered a California roll. She ordered some egg rolls and 2 drinks. So we sitting there eating, drinking, whatever. People start to like trickle in,
right?
But it's still like it ain't nowhere near crowded,
right?
So we like, okay. She like, you want more entree now?
Oh, they don't like us.
Asian Outpost, yeah.
They don't like us.
She like, that was so racist. I shouldn't have did that. But she was like, do you want to order entrees now? And I was like, she was like, well, are you ready? And I wasn't ready. Like, damn, bitch, can I get my seat on? Like, I'm sitting here. I'm paying for fucking parking. And I'm also paying for this meal. So shut the fuck up and let me enjoy my drink. So then she like, you want another drink? Like, it was just, girl, go bother Sally and Sue over there and leave me the hell alone. But you know, white people, they get their food and then they eat and they go.
Yeah, so
we was in there like fellowshipping and whatnot. Yeah. But that's what restaurants are for. Like, get out of here.
Yeah, especially if you go overseas, you're gonna see that. These Asian folk.
Like, if you would have been attentive, you probably would have got a better tip, bitch.
Ooh.
And out. But anyways, so yeah, that's what it is. And I got some festivities coming up that we're gonna have to talk about off camera. So yeah.
Oh yeah. But yeah. It's gonna be a good show. I'm excited to talk about some of these things.
And get into these topics.
Yes.
So what's before? Where? Okay. So my question. So before we get anything heavy, because I feel like some of these segments gonna go a little bit, we gonna play a song or two and let y'all listen to some bops, and then we'll be right back. So bop along to Tyrone Leak Jr. Welcome back to the Couch Live. It is your girl Aiden,
and it's your girl April Clark Art.
And today we have a great show planned. We're gonna talk about some music stuff. We're gonna talk about some of everything. So, first of all, before we get started with the show, we want to give you all the music trivia question of the week.
Okay.
So, hip hop trivia. Yay!
Yes.
So the question is, how many members are in the rap boy band Brockhampton?
Oh.
In the second half of 2018. You're making it hard for y'all. So if you don't know who Brockhampton is, it's like a whole bunch of their asses, and they music decent as hell. I listen to it. I don't know what type of music I listen to, but their music is decent as hell. So the choices are 20, 18, 10, or 15. So I'm gonna tweet the question, and y'all can go ahead and follow us at HLXMag and tweet us. Talk to us live while we on here. The question is, how many members are in the rap boy band Brockhampton in the second half of 2018? Is it 20? Is it 18? Is it 10? Or is it 15? So, hopefully y'all know. If you do know, tweet us, hashtag the couch live.
That's a good question.
So, let's get it.
I don't know either.
I almost knew, but not quite.
Alright.
So, this week it's been some of everything going on.
It really has. My heart for the world is like
A mess.
boom,
It's just,
boom. It's like every sense of the word chaotic.
Sorry. I had popcorn in my teeth.
Oh, okay.
Oh shoot, they gonna see me on camera. Damn. Okay, but yes, girl. Did you watch? Okay, so the Shade Room posted the Sandy Hooks had a commercial. You watched
And there was another commercial on TV.
It was? But did you watch
the book bag?
did you watch the one when the girl was like, I like the thanks mom from the dude was like thanks for my new book bag.
Yeah.
So y'all, if you ain't watched it, go watch it. It's powerful.
It is.
Like, and it's crazy that shit is so normal. So basically Sandy Hooks and them, I guess it's the foundation, school or whatever, they came up with like a PSA commercial, and it started off like a regular back to school supply joint, and it was like, my new book bag is dope. Thanks, mom. My new calculator is blah blah blah. Like these color pencils, blah blah blah. And then like as it went on, it like got more morbid. So like the girl was like, I'm so happy I have these new socks. And she was tying up like a girl's bloody leg. And then there was another little girl standing next to the door with a pair of scissors. Yeah. And she was like, thanks mom for these scissors. They'll come in handy, like ready to stab somebody when they come in. And then it ended on this little black girl that was like, she was like crying in the bathroom, like sitting above the shit trying to hide. And she was like, thanks mom.
She just said I love you.
Or she was like, she said something about her phone first, because I watched it a few times. She was like, for my phone, and then she was like texting, I love you mom. And then you heard the bathroom door open, you heard footsteps, and then it went black. Yeah. So it was like, I watched it and I was like, this shit is insane. That this is normal. Like,
it's because of America. Our soil in which we are on is crazy. To imagine the level of, tragedies and things that go on overseas, it has nothing on us.
No.
Ours is what we created. Like mental illnesses, just struggle, certain type of, I just think about every state has a set of different laws, and it's stuff being passed right under our nose, and it's stuff that we don't even know about, but it's all because of the blood in which we were.
And it's in the name of money. America is like built on money. Like it's just greed. And so I seen this thing earlier today, and it was like 20 years ago, a man walked into Dublin Primary School and murdered 16 children and their teacher. Soon after, the UK banned the ownership of all handguns. There have been no school shootings in the UK since. Like, it's like America refuses to, no, we can't, not the guns, we can't put nothing on that, not the guns. Like, it's so easy. Even when we were in fucking high school, 16, 15, my boyfriend was like, you getting on this train super late, I need to get you a gun. And I'm like, give me a what? And he was like, do you want me to get you a gun? And I'm like, no, because I'm not finna carry. And clearly it would have been illegal. I'm 15, 16, or I'm 16.
Yeah. He
like, you want me to get you a gun because you on the room when I was working at Kmart, and I was taking the blue line to the red line, and they was like letting us off late. So I would be on the train like 11, 12 o'clock, and he like, do you want me to get you a gun? And I'm like, no, like not at all. And then he started like coming with me, like picking me up, riding the train, picking me up, riding the train with me. Yeah. He would like come up there and wait on me to get off. ride the train to make sure that I got back to where I needed to be safely. So, but yeah, and aside from that, in relation to these mass shootings, a company, a New York brand, they unveiled their spring 2020 collection. I gotta get the name of it. It was some brand in New York, and they basically had a series of sweatshirts that had bullet holes in them. And it was all about, like, it had a name like Virginia Tech, and it had bullet holes in it. Sandy Hooks, bullet holes in it. And then that was like their whole collection. It's Beastroy. I don't even think they say the name. They just say a New York brand. So it's Beastroy in New York, and it was like a series of sweatshirts embroidered with the names of school shooting locations. And it's like the people are modeling them if you go to their IG. So the people were commenting, and they were like, this seems unethical, like y'all shouldn't be doing this, this is disgusting, it's tasteless.
But you know what? It's not. Why?
Because that's what the man was saying. He was like, it's a PSA.
Yeah. So like, this is okay. So just anybody who's following me, April Clark Art, just get acquainted with the visual entities. So today I did a study on how we're perceived through our vision and how strong our vision is, and how 60% of our memory is visual. So the things that we see catch our attention easily and fast, and we remember it. We'll never forget it. So as far as right now, like social media, Instagram, pictures, videos, GIFs, all that, it captures a part of who we are. Like, think about our whole existence. It's visual, it's aesthetics, it's how we look, how we present ourselves. So many people who are not educated and just not
culture,
or a visual learner. Some people are kinesthetic. Like, some people will walk around here aimlessly like, I don't care, it never happened to me, I don't have an opinion about it, because they're kinesthetic. They have to feel stuff, they have to go through stuff. So like visual people, they can see it and feel it and know enough to say, you know.
But like, I understood, like when I first read it, and like I read the dudes, whatever, I understood what he was trying to say. So he basically said, just so y'all know, this is to draw awareness to the gun problem, not make fun of it. Sometimes life can be painfully ironic, like the irony of dying violently in a place you consider to be a safe, controlled environment like school. We are reminded all the time of life's fragility, shortness, and unpredictability, yet we are also reminded of its infinite potential. It is this push and pull that creates the circular motion that is the cycle of life. The collection, I think, is like called Nirvana or something, and it's like, Nirvana is the goal we hope to reach through meditation, meditation, and healthy practices that counter our destructive habits. Samsara is the cycle we must transcend to reach nirvana. So like, I understand what he's saying. However, I don't feel like he should be capitalizing off of that.
Definitely.
That's where I think people are like, you releasing this to sell. Like, if you made a collection that was like, this is a one-of-a-kind set or something, it's like when you attach your shit to
my heart,
the joint, it kind of like changes the vision. Because if it was like an art joint, then I'd be like, okay, I understand. But you're selling these.
Right. So yeah, there we go. As far as selling tragedy, like this was I was telling my students this earlier today about the music and the music that is being released right now. And everybody has a story, everybody has a humble beginning, a strategy that has transpired in their life, and they want to put it out there, but everybody is making it lucrative. Like, self-help has gained so much, but before self-help came along, people sold tragedy, and some people are still selling tragedy, and that sells. So like sex sales, pain sales, it ain't always
just like the people that don't like Chance City, and they like, oh, he was better when he was single or when he was heartbroken, or people be like, Mary J made better music when she was heartbroken. You want to see her. I mean,
I don't. It comes to a level of maturity where you don't cling on to that.
But people are like, oh no, we want that same music. Like,
if they're immature. Like, they're still at that space. You have to think. This is what I was trying to tell you last week. You know people based off of what they give you. Energy matters. Conversation matters. Vocabulary matters.
Right.
If we're not on the same wavelength, it's no offense to you, it's no offense to me, but certain things we're not going to agree with because of the level of growth in which you're at.
Right.
I ain't trying to say you ain't no good person, you work.
No, you can be a great person, just not match with me.
You just don't have that understanding, that mutual understanding. So, at the end of the day, everything is coming out. I feel like our generation is bold enough to do these crazy things, and everybody's gonna have an opinion about something. Everybody's gonna believe something is not right, woo. But I believe humans have a mutual understanding on what is right, what is true.
Right.
And those people who don't want to be enlightened by the truth fight it the hardest. Like, nobody want to change. I gotta change. That's uncomfortable. I'm so used to this. You know, I see that every day with my students. And it's like, as a teacher, as an educator, I try to show them, because I can see time quickly in people. I can see time quickly in myself. So when our world that we're in right now is going so fast, and then these young people will not even quickly align with the things that are going on.
Right.
Some getting swept with the craziness that's going on. It's like, to see it, and then to see their potential right alongside of it, and they don't see it yet. It scares me sometimes. It scares me. So that's my thing as an educator within, y'all know where I work, with high school students of all backgrounds. Some of the things, some of the gifts that they have, it's crazy. And then to see this on TV, that's what makes it realer.
What?
In correlation with this fashion thing.
Oh yeah.
It's like, it is what it is. But it's gonna make a push as far as this presidential election is coming up. It's gonna make a push for a lot of people to step up and do what they gotta do.
Did you see? This is off topic, but you mentioned election. It was a white man. You saw that on IG. It was a white dude. He was like I don't know if he was a senator. He was like in politics. He was the head of something. And he was basically drugging young black men, gay black men. He was getting them to come to his home, and he was drugging them. And they, like, 2 of them had already died from overdoses. And then this one man, he was on there talking. They finally arrested him. But what's crazy, because I was like, this some shit right here. One dude was on there talking, and he was basically like, yeah, I was supposed to be his next victim. He brought me to his house, or he told me to come to his house, and I came, and like, we were there, and he was in like white, I guess he started filming some of it. He was in like white long johns or whatever, and they was doing whatever they did. And he said, we smoked a little meth. They was smoking, or they was snorting crystal meth, I think it was. Okay. And he was like, have you ever done this before? And he was like, no. And then, he said he asked him about some new shit. And then it was like basically to inject it. And that's how they dying. Like, he having sex with them, and then he's injecting it into their veins. And dude said it made him go into like a violent rage, and he put him out. So his name is Democratic LGBTQ activist Ed Buck, who killed 2 gay black men by injecting them with drugs, is finally arrested after nearly killing his 3rd, which was the guy who was speaking out. And he was like, and then what's crazy is it was like, despite the overwhelming evidence of actual dead bodies and testimonies from other victims, that he was deliberately targeting gay black men to drug them, fuck them, and kill them for the purpose of living out a sadistic homicidal racial sexual fetish. He hasn't been charged with attempted murder or murder. He was instead charged with operating a drug den. Instead of being like charged with killing.
I'm not trying to laugh, but my body is going through pain hearing all this.
And I was like, wow. Ooh, and they like 20-something year olds.
Oh, I can say.
And he was like, he's targeting, yeah, it was one man, January of 2019.
Okay. It's taking my breath away, Elena. Like, I know this is true, but I don't want to talk about it no more. Because I know how that's going to get handled. And I don't want to talk about it.
I'm just bringing, because that's what one of the men who was outside, like, protesting, this white lady was talking and she was saying something crazy, and he was like this don't pertain to you because you not a black man, a gay black man that is happening to. And they was like basically trying to bring awareness to it or whatever. I don't know, but you see, they didn't charge him with murder, they charged him with operating a drug dealer.
Like, yeah. I can't. It's gonna be a revolution and I'm gonna be right along with it. I'm just saying. How are people going down?
A mess.
We can't.
So we gonna go to another song and take a quick break. And I'm gonna share that. We're gonna share the video of the not the PBS, the Sandy Hooks commercial on the HLX Twitter right now. So
yes, please.
Let's go back into some music.
Come on.
All right, y'all. I'm not sure what the hell y'all was just listening to. Maybe it was us. I know you was hearing music, but
yeah,
I don't know if the button was pushed. Okay. Anyways, hey guys, welcome back to the show. We hope you guys heard the question from the hip hop trivia question for this week, which was how many members of Brockhampton were in the group at the end of 2018? 18, 20, 16. Y'all know I'm pulling these numbers out my ass. Nope, I'm right. 18, 20, 10, or 15. So how many members were in Brockhampton? Go ahead and tweet us at HLXMag. We also tweeted the video that we were referring to in the last segment. So getting into some music news, y'all, R. Kelly asked, I am done.
I didn't even look at it because I'm just gonna hear it fresh from you today.
Hear it fresh.
Yeah.
So the woman who posted his bail of $100,000, you supposed to get bail back?
No, I mean they can't refund
or
you.
bond.
Yeah, they can't refund you if you are found innocent. So
she posted his $100,000 bond, and her dumb ass.
I want my money back.
So, right, so she could bail him out, and then she found out that she is not getting her money back, and she is pissed.
Of course.
And basically they said she signed a bond slip that explicitly warns that she could lose the money even if Kelly met the conditions of his bond, because a judge might order the money to be used to pay his attorney fees, court costs, and other fines. That's crazy. They can do that? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And then if you innocent, I would be pissed off if I was innocent and y'all ain't giving my goddamn money back. But fuck her. She shouldn't have gave him the damn
stuff they say.
She shouldn't have posted the money anyway. She should have let his ass sit in jail. So that's what you get. I thought it was a white woman that bailed him out.
They just don't know the truth about nothing.
So, in other music news, these are the ones you put in here. You want to discuss the fashion with Dapper Dan?
Yes. So, Dapper Dan, I just read up on him. I've been hearing about him. He's reemerged recently.
Yeah, with Gucci.
With Gucci. And at first it was controversial. So like we talked about the Sandy Hook. He came back out and reemerged when Gucci did that blackface.
Of course,
and
because they own strategy.
Yeah. So he came out and he was really into it, and basically he's been in the game long before Gucci did this little stupid stuff they did. And basically he reappropriated Gucci to apply to the black artists, because as far as I'm concerned, we have a different style, but when artists get into that level of money, you know, they didn't seem like they wanted to service us, but they would appropriate our culture. And so he basically said, I'm gonna take this back. He got sued into some law issues, and he had to close down his shop. And then he reemerged later on, but he was still working with Wu-Tang, that era, hip hop. And he basically said, if y'all gonna use us, let me do it. You know, basically let me put my foot in and cater to our people that are equally as deserving of this, but we're unique. And so it's like he didn't eliminate the fact of being white and having fashion and having these names, but he's saying that we all are one, you know. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna show you how to do it. So recently in the tabloids, he worked with Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, her Made in America outfit. If you saw that, that was his creation. It said Dapper Dan on the back. And then she got her little lyric, Dapper Dan yelling, I'm always in Gucci.
Yes. And then how I really started seeing him again was this artist named Melissa Mitchell. If you all know or heard her name on IG is IBL Creations, and she worked with him closely this year as far as gave him one of her shirts, learned from him, and he's just pretty much a cool dude that is peep to the game, understands fashion, understands his people, and is not afraid to exercise his voice. So I feel as though the way social media is going, we love fashion, we always in the tabloids, these people are on and popping. He just worked with Offset, and Offset collaborated with him, basically saying that it just went right back to the original state, is that I'm working for my people. I'm tailoring to their taste, and with these high-end brands, and also my stuff. So I feel like that's my realm of interest. I love fashion. I love the adaptability. I just think it's just a different art form. And he's talking about social issues just like the other fashion thing, even though that was crazy too. But it does what it does. And then Rihanna as well. Inclusivity. It's just a time where the visual component is very powerful. How we represent ourselves, what we wear, who we listen to.
But for Rihanna's fashion show, after she dropped Fenty Beauty, and you saw that range of shades, and then she dropped all of her ads like preach inclusivity and like
strategic. Yeah, it's a strategy, and it's real life love. It's real life love.
So we're gonna talk more about the Rihanna Fenty show and everything when we come right back. So we're gonna hit you with some more music. This is King Marlo and Sid Marcel with Hurricane. Camera done.
Yeah. That's why you rush.
Alright y'all, so we back. It's the girls, Egg Danae.
And it's your girl, April Clark Art.
So we were talking about the Rihanna Fenty fashion show. We're starting to talk about that and her bomb ass inclusiveness. Yo, the stage and how it was set up, and like the clips you watched, the Amazon little clip, it was so, bruh, I would have loved to be there. Like this YouTuber that I watched, she was there. Jayla, she was there, and I think it was another one, Tierra Monet.
Yes.
I watched her, she was there, and she was like, if you see my little bob, that was me. And I was just like, yo, I would have loved to be in that audience. So, but she had a whole bunch of performances from Housey, Migos, and then she performed. And then she performed herself, and it was a lot of people there. They took everybody's cell phones and locked them. They had to place them in lock cases in order to avoid like leak footage and any pictures. Because I was like, damn, after I saw online that the show was gonna be the next day, I was like, where are all the damn pictures at? Like something. But that's dope. Rihanna is dope.
She's amazing. Like I've loved Rihanna since she came out, love her still. This is why I'm using Rihanna GIF for the rest of the year on my Twitter. So if you want to investigate Rihanna in a cool way, with language and just bossivity as she is.
Bossivity, I like that.
Yeah. Come through. Take Clark Art on Twitter.
But she had like, okay, so a couple of people that was in the show was like Normani, Laverne Cox, Lord, 21 Savage, Paloma Essler, and Aquaria, and her show wasn't like typical runway walking. She had it choreographed by Paris Goebel, so she could put emphasis on body movements and dance as opposed to like a regular catwalk. And then supposedly the music paid homage to Tweet, Eve, and then a host of like dance hall and Latin house music. So she had that joint turn, and I can't wait to watch it on Amazon. Shout out to Linda for the Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime too. I cannot wait.
Yes, it come out well, and if you're listening to this on the actual day of the live, it should be out tomorrow. So we're gonna give you our thoughts on that when we come back next week. So you put bridge from music to business.
Yes.
Give us more.
So like bridge from music to business is basically like we were just talking about Rihanna.
Right.
Basically that bridge from establishing herself as a musician and then building off of her loves, like, you know, who she is as a creator, as a creative. So like I relate to her so much because that's how I was growing up. You know, always into accessories, fashion, the aesthetics, sex appeal, femininity, like all that power, and just walking in it with no apologies. You know, as far as that's how we all can do. So from music or wherever you start, you're gonna create a business out of your loves, you know,
your passion.
Your passion. So that's all I want to do is influence people to just go for what they know. That's where that phrase comes. Go for what you know, and that's how you make the bag. Not get the bag. That's how you make it. So I've just been seeing a branch of a lot of artists showing other parts of them, being transparent and not just staying in one vein, because I feel like that's like how our parents grew up.
Yeah, you learn to stick with one job, retire after 50 years, then let your kids do it.
So she's a great example. I love watching her evolve with her.
Yeah, so like she just said, oh, y'all not getting this CD this year. However, let me drop this bomb ass show in connection with Amazon. Then y'all gonna forget that I didn't give you this CD because I'm snatching edges right now. Like basically.
Yeah, she cool. Like, but it's all love. It's giving us something new to look at.
Yeah. Like a new mogul.
The bomb sway.
Black women, like.
Yes, I love Riri.
So, in other black women celebrity news, Fantasia did a Breakfast Club interview, and before we talk about like her, so basically on her interview, I didn't get to watch all of it. She was basically talking about relationships and love and her husband and how you should be submissive and all of that. So everybody got to dragging her in the comments like, oh, Fantasia is a pick-me and she just would follow that man. Of course she followed him, this, and the third. So before we talk about the response that they dropped from like the comments, Black Girl Things, this IG page I follow, posted, what is a pick-me and why are they toxic? So to give y'all a little background, a pick-me is a woman who wants the attention of the opposite sex so badly that she'll throw other women under the bus to get it. Common phrases include, we are not the same, other women, insert whatever here, I cook, clean, and stay in the house, name a better woman than me. So like on all levels, she's basically trying to appeal to the opposite sex just to keep them interested. So that's what they was calling Fantasia, which is not necessarily fair. Like she's a married woman, whatever. She didn't articulate it as well as her boo, but she still like she was speaking like I didn't see anything wrong with her saying that. So basically both of them have like Taylor talk, which is her new last name, and her man got on here.
He said what he had to say,
baby,
and I was like, I'm with it. I understand.
Everybody in the comments was like, oh, that's a man. A man. A man, honey. That is a man. Like he was basically like, my wife submits to me and I submit to God, and he was like, and it's not like, he was like, I don't know why everybody has to put with the notion of a man. Well, he does. Niggas got a bad track record, but that it doesn't mean to rule with the iron fist or basically to force your woman to do anything.
Right.
He was like, if I'm acting up, she can check me and vice versa. It's like allowing the man to lead. And I think that's something that in my past relationships, like even when I was gonna get married, like I would never allow that to happen. He would never be allowed to lead because I feel like he would just make stupid decisions. So it's like, damn, why the hell am I gonna marry a man that I won't even allow to lead me through life?
That's the epitome of it all. It's like, duh, but when we were there, our self-esteem.
Yeah,
you know
in those
like,
moments.
Feeling like you had to have a man to feel. Like, it's plenty more coming. You know, I feel like also American, the standards of the American dream rushes.
Marriage and kids.
It's like, no, let's get up to our destinies, have something we're bringing the table. I'm not making the table. I'm bringing the table to you. We both got tables. So
right, we gotta make a we can make a dining room table. We got
dynasty.
2 little kitchen tables. We gonna make this dining room table, okay? So we can fit the whole family. And we bring together all our wealth, love, and all of that stuff.
But we had to grow. So like,
exactly.
When we were young, that was that, but
hindsight is 20/20.
Yeah.
Cause it's like, damn, I was really like, I was looking at something yesterday, and I was just like, damn, I was dumb. Like I was really like
we have been dumb
out here for these this nigga that don't like yo, and I was just like, you know what? And then I was going through my phone deleting videos and stuff, and I came up on this video where I think I was intoxicated, but it was hilarious because it was like rare flex. That was the caption was here, rare flex, and it was like, I'm that bitch. I am a bitch that, or a woman basically that these men would love to have. Why you think niggas is falling in love with you, honey? And I'm just like, you are a boss. You creative as fuck. You write bomb as fuck. Like I'm gassing myself in this video, and I'm just all in the camera like, and what? And who gonna check me, boo? Period. And I was like, period. And it was on the screen with the T. Period. But yeah, like, yo, don't die.
Alright, yeah.
But I was just like, yo. And I feel like, and when I was watching it, it literally like, to hear a man speak like, he fine too. I didn't know he was that fine. Her husband.
I know, I've been seeing him. I knew he was fine.
But I was like,
Malone.
I mean, of course, I don't want that man, but he fine though. I'm gonna acknowledge it. That's what I mean when I say like, I want a man's man. Like, he's intellectual. He understands, like he understands his woman, and like they walk together. That shit sexy as fuck. And then he's articulate. He can explain, bitch, it wasn't no all about time. Yeah, like
oh,
like you know what I mean? Like that shit, an articulate man who reads, who is like consistently growing, looking for new opportunity for him and his woman. Just like he said, a man is not gonna try to teach you something that he don't know his damn self.
Right.
Facts, my guy.
Like, this is just basic knowledge.
But like, niggas don't like, yo.
Because people want just pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Like people just, I feel like a lot of people with the pain that they have, all they want is a void to be filled, and all they're looking for is pleasure. They're not looking for like serious growth or relationship. They're just looking for a situation or relation. Just to
Lord, a situational shit.
Just to get away from what they really need to handle, because that shit's tough. You know what I'm saying? Like point blank period. To heal, to live, to be all that you can be. Two healed people are like the shit together.
But that's like, that is beautiful.
It is beautiful.
It's like, and then to see him like back his woman like that shit is sexy.
I mean, that's
like in a man, even outside of like, yo, personality is everything. Cause I done mess with dudes who they like cool, they got the job, they check it off the list, but the personality is shit. And I'm just like, damn, why can't you have a personality of that ghetto nigga over there? But you know, like, yo, it's crazy. And I'm just like, no, like on paper we good, paper, but hell no.
Okay.
So I don't know. That went so many ways.
It did, but I mean, man, I know a man's man. So it's like that shit is attractive. I ain't seen it yet.
Nope.
I saw it to a certain degree when I was younger, but that was that type of love. But now it's like the love that I know that I can give myself. And the levels in which I had to grow to know that love for myself, the work that I had to do, I can differentiate in anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A man, and when you come to find that, it's easy to spot. It's easy to spot because he's going to come.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's so my heart pitter-pattering.
Pitter-pattering. So while April's heart is pitter-pattering, we're going to go back into the music and we're going to be right back. Have you ever seen it or parts of it? So it's an old dialogue between James Baldwin and Nikki Giovanni, and it was so good. And like it was on, and it was so good because it was also on this black show from the 70s called Soul. I think it was called Soul, and it was made by this black gay man named Ellis Haslip, and I got to researching him, and he produced like this series, like, it was so fucking cold. Like this series of like conversations and like introducing like black artists and like Maya Angelou and shit. And like everybody was on there, and it ran for like through the 70s, and it was just a whole special with Nikki Giovanni and James Baldwin talking about like Blackness, talking about like different books. So I took some books from there that I want to order, that I'm gonna order off eBay. The dialogue itself is $150. Like to just buy like that. Luckily we got YouTube, cause but I wanted it and I looked for it and I was like, ooh, child, I don't even show. Not now, but I'm gonna get it. Yeah, I'm gonna get it one day. And she was just talking about the black man, and then like the way they talked about police brutality and like all this other stuff. And she was talking about how because she was 28 and he was 48, or she was 25 and 48, something like that. And she was talking about how her generation is allowed to like hate white people and be okay with saying it. Yeah. And he was talking about his father and how it was just a lot. It was a lot.
It's deep. It's thick.
Yeah, and they was talking about how the black men. He was talking about how his father was a black man, and then they carry certain stuff in the house because she was basically like, you can go to work and you can lie to everybody else. Why can't you lie to me and just say and be good or whatever? Like, I don't want to bring it out of context, but if you haven't watched it, go on YouTube and watch it. It's on Soul, and I plan on watching like hell episodes of Soul because that shit was just cold. Oh, I want to do something like that. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, do it.
So yeah, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. And then they talking about a book called, what was the name of the book? Because it was all about, it was like a day in the life of this black postman, this mailman. And
a lot of stuff, baby.
It is called Lord Today.
Okay.
Lord, like Lord.
L-O-R-D or L-A-W-D?
L-A-W-D. Lord Today. Lord have mercy. How crazy is it? It was called Lord Today. And they mentioned another book that she said was one of her favorites. And it's called Tell Me How Long the Train's Been Gone. And it's James Baldwin's book. So definitely check that out if you haven't. Check out Soul too. The guy died. I was like, damn. And then his daughter, oh, of course he died. He was shit. But I mean, whatever. This girl, his niece, made like a Soul 60, and it was like reminiscent on him. And he was one of the first black television hosts, like before Oprah or whatever and all of that. And he was doing it during the 70s. So the show cold. Like I've been trying to find it and find clips on like YouTube and stuff. So I'm gonna keep looking because I just want to watch it and see all the blackness. Yeah. So other than that, it's also a black all female skate crew in Chicago, and I thought that was dope. I saw that on one of the one of the email newsletters that I get from one of these black sites. and it was like they range from in their teens to like their 30s, and they're called Fro Skate. And most of their members are like LGBTQ or whatever, but essentially they skateboard, go to skate parks, and the girl was like, representation is real, you know. She wanted to skate, but she was like, it's not like they don't belong there, but you don't see many black females at a skate park or whatever. It's usually white males. Yeah. And then some other people were commenting, and they was like, you know, if my friend is doing like a kickflip off the rail or something, it's not a big deal as seeing a girl do it. And they was like, so it's dope to see like females coming to the skate park, and they supposedly meet. So it was founded in April, and they had the official meetup in May. And they gathered throughout the city, Roberto Clemente High School, Logan Boulevard Skate Park, and Wilson Skate Park. And she was like, they meet on Tuesday nights, and they get anywhere from 30 to 50 people. And they was basically like, it's not just a skate group, it's like a culture and a sisterhood of women who like have similar interests. So I think that was dope. If you skate and you in Chicago, go to IG or something and find Fro Skate, and try to link up with them on a Tuesday night.
Go for what you know.
So also, if y'all, I know y'all been watching these trials or these updates that the Shade Room been giving on Tekashi 6ix9ine's trial. So essentially, he been snitching on everybody, and everybody is dragging him in the comments because they like, what kind of deal could they have possibly given you
to do all this?
To do all of this. He like mentioned Jim Jones, he mentioned Trippie Redd's manager, he mentioned, or I think he mentioned somebody in Trippie Redd's camp. They was like, he mentioned him. He confessed to trying to put the hit out on Chief Keef, and he was like, it showed video footage from when he was kidnapped, and his driver rode around the block, and he was like, somebody hit me. I got out the car to see what it was. They came in the car and snatched up, but it was cameras in it, and then the driver's like, I tried to follow them, but they gone. And you know, he in panic mode, and then it's like, it's telling all of that. Today's little tete-a-tete, they asked him, did he know who Jim Jones was? And he was like, yeah, he's a retired rapper. Wow. And they was like, is he part of Treyway? And they said, yeah. And then 50 Cent ass go. 50 Cent go screenshot it and say, damn, he said Jim Jones was a retired rapper.
He really is.
He is supposedly getting into the cannabis industry. He's smart too. And they got like something called Saucy. It's Saucy something, but I was on his IG. I bet he got so much IG traffic that day. Cause I just wanted to see if they was gonna respond. So and then he also mentioned that Cardi B is one too. And me and Ashley was talking, and we was like, damn, y'all can keep Jim, but leave Cardi.
Right, leave her alone.
But it's like crazy that he's singing like this. And then it's supposedly in the documents, it also said that he's trying to get some, like, I don't know what it's called, but it's some like, what you call it, protocol, where if he's approved of whatever like he's trying to get, he can do time served and be out of jail next month. So of course that's what he's trying to do, so they can try to take down everybody else.
It's stupid.
Yeah, because they was trying to come for Tory Lanez when he said something about it. He was like, I don't condone snitching. He was like, I don't condone snitching. And you signed up basically knowing that all your money was supposed to go to them, or like a good percentage. So now you get rich and you want to get out, and you think they just gonna let you out.
You gotta pay. You indebted to a lot of people.
Like,
shut your stupid
and you
mouth.
did a lot of stuff. Like he was like, yeah, he put the hit on Chief Keef or whatever.
You're
and it's
indebted. Like you're indebted.
You really
now.
thought that you was finna just get out and just make all that money and be like, okay, I'm done, cutting y'all off on the money till.
That's why he had all the people around him.
Yeah, he said, and then they was like, how dare you?
Just hit us.
How dare you basically say that, you know, you ain't fucking with us, like we ain't shit. That's what Treyway said, and they was like, we made you. So it was crazy. And if you want to follow up on the trial, yes, some white dude is live tweeting from the courtroom. So get your feel on the Shade Room's IG post, because they've been posting like a series of screenshots.
This is a joke to me.
Niggas in the comments like, this is better than power. So yeah. And also in other news, the chick from Full House and
what?
the other white
Probation?
lady. No, she hasn't went on trial yet. So, what's the other lady's name? Felicity Huffman was involved in the college cheating scandal and all of that. And essentially, she was sentenced to 14 days in jail, a $30,000 fine, and supervised release for 1 year, as well as 250 hours of community service. And then her crime was she paid $15,000 to have someone correct the answers on one of her daughter's SAT tests.
Baby.
So now she gotta do this or whatever. So Lori Laughlin, I think her name is Lori. Yeah, Lori Laughlin is the mom from Full House, like Jesse's wife.
Yes.
She was originally, like, her plea was she didn't want no jail time. This lady, her plea, she said she would do at least a month. They was like, she would take a plea of a month, she guilty, whatever. And then Lori said, hell no, I ain't going to jail. Fuck you thought, I'm going to jail. Bitch, she did way more than old girl. You got nerve to say you. So her daughters was YouTubers too. So they was getting YouTube money. So she basically, so now she's scared because she pleaded not guilty. She pleaded not guilty to charges that her and her husband paid $500,000 in bribes to get their two daughters into the University of Southern California by falsely claiming that they were athletes.
All she gotta do is cry. That's all she wanna do.
So she pled not guilty, but now she's sitting somewhere scared and she don't want to change her plea because this lady that got 14 days and all she did was, that's why you know how they think. All she did was give $15,000 and she just spent $500. So if you're doing $500,000 divided by 15 times 14 days, she is scared as hell. And then she was like, her career is in the dumps. Like, of course, girl, because you a cheater, because your daughters is dumb. And they couldn't get into schools on their own. So you wanted to make something up.
She could have done something for them. She could have established them a business. Like, how y'all want money but don't know how to move money? They don't, like, all she wants to do is live off that white privilege that damsel in distress. Oh, I need this. Girl, baby girl, use it wisely. You could have opened them up a dang on business at the age of 2.
They were already doing YouTube. Like, that's getting them bread. No, but I mean, because she's clearly paying
wasted that
for
money.
their college education.
That money into something else.
Knowing your kids is dumb. Because I think they dropped out anyway now.
But I guess they wanted a regular life.
That's that
slow.
That's that life. So upcoming events around the city. Okay, so we'll go into like 2 songs and then we'll come back and talk to you about some of the upcoming events around the city. So we going into Coreo with Like We Got.
Joke. These people is a joke.
So, in other news, a lot of new music came out. Well, not even a lot. But Post Malone dropped his CD, Hollywood's Bleeding.
Yes.
Rihanna dropped a song called Lucky Strike. And Eric Bellinger dropped a song called Ball. I like both of them.
I like
weirdy music like Rihanna.
Rihanna has to grow on me. I like where he's going with it. I like the nostalgia. I like the 70s feel. I like the retro feel. But I feel like the production of the song could have been. I'm looking for 808s. Like, I'm looking for a remix on that with somebody. So I feel like if he come out with a remix or pop up the vibe a little bit with that song, it'll really rock. It was more like a mellow song, as you said.
Yeah, you know I be liking my mellow. What this girl call it? Alternative R&B.
Yeah.
I love me some alternative R&B. So Post Malone, you put your favorites down. So I didn't get through the whole CD. So what did you think about it?
I got the like 10, well, up to 10. It's a lot of songs on there. I like Enemies because they had the baby on there. I'm Gonna Be was upbeat. Sunflower, of course. Sunflower.
I don't think I got that far.
You've heard it before.
I probably. That was his single.
Yeah, it was on the Spider-Man movie.
Oh, okay, yeah, I did hear it before.
So yeah, those are my 2 favorite enemies. I like it, but I really get to hear him on this album. Like you really get to hear.
That's probably why he did the like emotional route. Hollywood's bleeding.
Yeah.
So check those 3 items out. There were also 2 videos that dropped. One of them came out last week, or yeah, I think it was last week, and it's Mahalia featuring Ella May or what is Ella, right? Yeah, Ella May. And it's called What You Did, and I love Mahalia. Like, I fuck with her heavy, so I was happy when she released something with Ella May. And I think it was crazy that they got Ella May don't got that like British voice, but Mahalia kind of do. Yeah. And it's like, damn. So what dictates? Like, that's crazy. I was like thinking about that when I was listening to the song, and I was just like, wow. Yeah, and I guess if you practice American music. Yeah. But what you think of the video?
I was interested in knowing if Ella was the other girl. You know, I felt like
it got confusing at some moment.
I was like, is she the other girl, or is she just a girl who experienced this and was right?
And I'm like, why is she sitting in the car while it's on fire? Like, I was like, some of me was confused, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. But I like the video. I was confused too. I like their looks. Yeah. They look real old school.
The environment.
Yep.
Everything was nice. It kind of reminded me of Beyonce, with the fire burning, the car burning. It reminded me of Beyonce Dangerously in Love. I think that video where she was walking, the car went on, blew up, but she was sitting in the car. It reminded me of little bits and pieces of old videos, all combined into one.
It was dope. If you haven't seen it, check out Mahalia featuring Ella May, What You Did, or listen to the song. And then Dreamville.
The baby.
And like, yo,
the aesthetics
Under the Sun, Dreamville Under the Sun dropped a video. It's not like a typical, I expected that, like some outside shit, like just vibing. I love them.
It was my first time experiencing them, so like in that level, visually, like I've heard their music, but like to see, this is my first presentation of how they're gonna be represented. Like the logos and stuff match, like the branding and stuff still match with the video. So I'm like, okay, it's not, unexpected, but it's just like, oh, let's see where else it's gonna go.
Cause baby girl coming.
That's what I'm interested in.
I love that song. I love that song. That is J. Cole, J. Lou, and the baby. And check out the video. It's like,
oh, you singing it?
Yeah. It's kind of, I feel like it's like a low-key video. Not like low-key, but like a chill vibe. The song is chill, but it's like one of them, because the
beginning was hilarious.
When I heard it, I was just like, this, and it's the opener for the fucking Dreamville CD. I was like, this shit is dope.
It tells a story.
I listened to it, like before I got to the rest of the CD, I listened to that shit maybe 3-4 times. Yeah. And then I was in North Carolina with Jasmine when we was listening to it, like the day after it came out, and then we was with niggas. So we was just in the car like, I was like, oh yes, Dreamville. You know how I feel about my music. Yeah. Earth Gang CD came out. Tariq was like, Earth Gang is rap, but they like more rappy than J. Cole. I fuck with Earth Gang heavy, but check their CD out as well. Upcoming events in Chicago, there is a black brunch at Liquor Box that Led sent me the link to, and I was kind of like, they're having a brunch at Liquor Box, because I heard Liquor Box was prejudiced. You seen that restaurant where they do the juice boxes? Oh, yeah. And they have like the Lunchables. Like I heard they was prejudiced.
What's the name? It's called Liquor Box.
Liquor Box. L-I-Q-R.
Did a party yet before?
I don't know.
I think there's another one.
It's called the Blackout Brunch. It's called the Blackout Brunch, and it's on October 6th, and it has an open bar, buffet brunch, and a day party, and it's gonna be in Westwood. I was supposed to send this to y'all a long time ago. But yeah, hopefully the food is good. Well, I'm thinking about the food, everybody else probably thinking about the party.
Because I'm thinking about Drink House now. Like,
being closed down.
How y'all doing it?
Well, yeah.
That sound like Dapper Dan shit.
So.
Oh, it's pissing me off.
And then, I'm done. What else was it? Oh, and then Grits and Biscuits is tomorrow. Jendina is October 16th. Toby Lou is October 14th, 20th, something like that. It is, because I'm going to Toby Lou, I can't wait. It's October 20th.
I would love to go. Are the tickets still on sale?
Yeah, I think so. I sent it to you.
When?
A long time ago, when they first went on sale.
You gotta resend that.
So, that's all we have for you guys today. We hope you enjoyed this show. Make sure, oh, let me give you the answer to the damn trivia question because I always forget.
Okay, let's not forget anymore.
So, the answer to this week's trivia question, which was, how many members are in the rap boy band Brockhampton? How many members were in the rap boy band Brockhampton in the second half of 2018? The choices were 20, 18, 10, and 15. The answer is 15.
Yes.
Like, I saw them at a music festival, and it's crazy because I'm like, I don't even know where the hell to look. It was so many of them on the damn stage. Like,
you never get tired.
but they cold as fuck. Like, I like them. I think they dope. Some people be like, they too, like, but whatever. So, we hope you guys enjoyed the show. Make sure you follow me on IG at Adene on everything, IG, Twitter, YouTube, all that good stuff. Where can they find you?
They can find me at April Clark Arts on Twitter and Instagram.
And make sure you follow HLA's Mag, and make sure you're checking the website for the dope content and the dope artists and all the dope videos that come up. Hit that subscribe button and follow us, and we'll see you guys next week. Catch the replays on SoundCloud and Spotify. As always, it's your girl Adene,
And it's your girl April Clark Art.
and we out.
Peace.
www.hlxmagazine.com